Violator Radio Uncut, 2 hours of the hottest hip hop and R&B from the Midwest. I'm Kingfusion.
DJ Fabulust.
Man, and we got one of our featured artists on the show today out of Los Angeles, but officially from Milwaukee. Big 6'2". Cory, what's good, fam?
You already know, Big 6'2". You already know we out here, man. Just living life, staying blessed, staying grinding, staying persistent. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can ask for.
Man, I love it. I love it, man.
Yeah.
We met you in Baltimore. You were a featured artist at our 2024 Violator Retreat. And man, like we had a vibe, man. We had a good time in Baltimore. We got down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no. Baltimore was cool, man. Shout out to the whole DMV, man. They been showing love for real.
Man, so tell us a little bit about your journey, my man. You born and raised in Milwaukee. Now you've made it to Los Angeles. You're living the dream. How'd you get started into music?
Man, I started when I was young. I picked up, born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, North Side, 62nd and Capitol Drive. That's where I got my artist name from, 6'2". I was born in one household, stayed in one household the entire time I lived in Milwaukee. So like my neighborhood that I grew in became like my family, like my rock. You know, kind of like how it take a village to raise a child. Yeah. I was literally that, and I was the only child. So it was like that whole neighborhood was like me. Everybody knew me. Everybody knew my parents and everything. Picked up my first instrument when I was in the third grade. I don't know how old I was, but it was third grade. I played the trumpet. Played that for 12 years. My parents had me in piano lessons, guitar lessons. Just stayed in music. I came from a real heavy musical background. My dad played the guitar for 40 years. My mom used to rap back in the day, back in the 80s and everything.
Yeah.
Man.
It's in your blood.
Yeah, it's in my blood. I can't help it, man. It's like God really called me for a purpose with this music. It ain't really, I'm always doing music. I always stay in the studio. It's just always been around me. You feel me?
We can see that too, man. And the parents raised you right, man. You got all the influences up in there, man. You got MJ, a couple different
some Petty P.
Fat Boys up there. And Steve.
Petty P. We got everybody. We got Ray Charles up there.
That Dionne Warwick.
Yeah, we got everybody. And I ain't even seen, I got another mural behind the camera. It's a whole nother mural right here with all my female artists like Aretha Franklin. We got Whitney Houston right here. We got like all the female. I got all the females right here. So it's like a whole other side.
That's what's up. So the ladies get their own wall. That's love. That's love.
gotta get the ladies the wall by themselves.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Yeah. So man, you're a proud North Side and a Milwaukee native, man. How's the Milwaukee sound kind of shaped you as an artist and as a man?
Man, Milwaukee sound shaped me. Man, I was. It's crazy because Milwaukee sound, even though I live in the LA, I still keep up with the Milwaukee artists and everything. And it's crazy how it evolved so much because now it's a sound right now. But I remember when the sound kind of started off back when Ray Nitty was popping in the city and everybody.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember I was around when Eastside L Boog used to be popping in the city. Everybody used to be banging, you know what I'm saying? We had dance wars and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I was blessed enough to be around when this whole little sound that Milwaukee got popped off, you know what I mean? So I take from that a whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, man? You brought your sound to Los Angeles, the city of dreams over there, man. Sin City. It's doing really well for you, man. You had a couple of exciting opportunities, but one of the things that I want to get into first, you got to act. You got into movies. You got into film, man. You got to work on the film Dope with A AP Rocky and Tyga.
Yep.
Bro, what was that experience like?
Yeah.
Hey, that was crazy. And you know what's funny? Believe it or not, I'm dead serious. This is like one of my stories I'll be telling everybody. I auditioned to play A$AP Rocky's part as Dom on that movie. Dead ass, like for real. I did like 4 audition processes. And this was like when I first moved to California. Like I was like just jumped into the acting. I was blessed enough to like book some commercials, get an agent, and just start going from there. But I did 4 audition processes for that Dom part. Had it down. Like had it down, you know what I'm saying? And then like 2 days before filming, the casting director hit me up. It was like, yo, you didn't get the part, but we got a smaller part for you. So we still want you in a movie. So that was my first acting credit, like on a movie. So I was like, hey, give it to me. I'm still cool with it. You know what I mean? So I still met the whole cast. Everybody made some good connections. Still a lot of people who I still know today. So we had a good time, and it was a learning experience for me because acting is definitely a skill that you got to sharpen throughout time. So yeah, it was cool.
Any chance on a collab between A$AP and Tyga with you?
Hey man, hey, Tyga, A$AP, hit me up. I'm ready. for sure. You know what I mean? Ain't no telling what 2025 gonna bring.
Hey, but that's pretty big though. It sounds like if ASAP would have downed the part, it was yours. You know, like it sounded like that 4 times.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? This 2 days before. You know, like you got to give yourself credit for that.
yeah, nah, for sure. If he appreciate that, if he would have said no to the part, I would have. Ain't no telling where I would have been right now. You know what I'm saying? But I think that all worked out as a blessing for me. You know what I mean? Because I've been an underdog my entire life. So when I feel like I'm slept on or people don't see, not saying I was slept on in that situation, but when I'm pushed down to a second level instead of the first, that makes me grind even harder. Just moving out here, that kind of sparked me to be a better actor. Because I'm like, now I'm about to, when I get a role, I'm about to kill it. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get it. Ain't nobody gonna take it from me. And when I meet ASAP, I'm gonna tell him about that too. Yeah.
What's on the horizon, man? 2025 is rolling out. You got any more movie film, experiences coming?
Yeah. I'm in a TV series called Angel. That's gonna be on BET Plus. That come out 2025. I just did a movie with Waka Flocka Mama called Bev is Boss. I'm in her new film. That's coming out 2025. Right now I just got like a ton of auditions that I just auditioned for. We're gonna see what's up with them. Also, shout out my boy El Hodge. He on YouTube. El Hodge is from Africa. He got a whole fan base in Africa. He do like short film skits and everything. So I'm on a lot of his skits on like the YouTube side, like the social media side. So I'm just trying to do the social media thing, do the film thing, and if I could book some more commercials, I'll book some more commercials. So I'm just grinding for real.
Man, you out there working. I see that, man.
Work every day, no time off for sure.
So Cory, does your experiences on the set ever inspire the music or vice versa? Like, have you ever been inspired on a set or an acting job where it's like, I'm gonna write a song about this?
Yeah. Actually, I got a song I call Movie. Actually, and it's on NBA 2K2. It's on NBA 2K2. That's one of the songs on there. But that song actually inspired me. Living in LA, that song inspired me to make that song because it's talking about my life is a movie type shit. Like everything that be happening in my life, it feel like a movie. Even when I'm on set, I'm like, this is a part of my story. This is a part of my movie. When I do make a movie by myself, I'm gonna be on set. It's just like my life was a movie, you know what I mean? So like LA really opened my eyes to that whole concept of like just looking at life as a movie, you know what I mean? Through the ups and downs, you know what I mean? You get up, you fall down, you get up and keep going, you know what I'm saying? Just keep grinding.
Yes, sir. There's a saying that goes, we're all actors on this
Not
stage
facts.
called Earth.
In the game of life.
In the game of life.
In life, if you gotta act in front of a female, if you gotta act in front of the police, you acting some type of acting.
That's a fact, bro. That's a big fact. So let's talk about the music a little bit, my man. Cory, Big 6'2" on the show right now. Nightcap is the first song that I want to ask you about. I personally, well, actually, both of us really love the duality of the song Nightcap. It hits. It's a great crossover record, my man. It hits the hip hop. It hits pop. It's got a little bit for everybody, and I really like it, man. Like, what inspired Nightcap?
Appreciate that. Shout out to my cousin too, Cali G. He live in Milwaukee. He made that beat. He produced a lot of beats for me and everything. But Nightcap really want to inspire Nightcap. To be honest with you, last year I was working at Saint Laurent, and I was like, I ain't really a fan of 9 to 5s, but I just got a little 9 to 5 for a minute, and I was like stressed out. I was like working 40 hours a week, doing the whole retail thing, and I was like, all right, let me try this for a minute. So I was working with them for like 9 months, and then I was just drained. I had like a breakdown. Kind of wanted to quit music. Like I was feeding so much into music, but music wasn't really feeding back into me. So I just quit. Started real estate school. Like really got into real estate, signed up for real estate classes, started doing real estate classes and everything. And my cousin just sent me, my cousin just be FaceTime me sometimes, just motivational stuff. And I was like, he just noticed that I wasn't really working. I wasn't in the studio like that. And this was just like for like a couple months. I record every day, but I was just getting overwhelmed. But he sent me that beat one night. I got off work. I was late. It was late. I was tired. I had to be at work in the morning. He sent me that beat. I wasn't even feeling like recording. I wrote that song, just wrote it, and I was like, yo, this kind of slap. So that was actually kind of like a second win that I got. It kind of like motivated me to like keep going with the music. Cause I swear I was in a bad space. Like I was stressed out. I didn't know what was about to happen. So that song, I owe a lot to that song. It really pushed me to take things up to another level.
Yeah.
On some real shit though, like just you should artists won't. Everybody wants to live the dream, right? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So you had a real moment, right? You had to come back to life. You had to come back and live in this moment, and you did something humbling. And I want to just say, hey, like I respect that you had to go and get a 9 to 5. I respect that you took care of yourself. I respect that you recognized that and then did that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people won't do that, and that itself is extremely detrimental to a career and to a mindset.
Well, let's talk about the mindset piece because you went into real estate, and I'm going to assume you did this because you understand about generational wealth, and real estate is the quickest way to build that generational wealth. So I don't want to go off topic, but
No,
it seems like you had a purpose for going into real estate.
No, 100%. Yeah, 100%. No, I'm since the beginning, and it's good you caught that, man. I appreciate that because since the beginning, I was I wanted to, I want to buy land. I want to invest in real estate, and I got a lot of plans. Unlike a lot of other artists, you know what I mean, they spend their money off on, rappers spend their money off on a lot of other stuff, but I really want to invest my money into land, property, real estate. So I was thinking at the time, like, even if I don't go along with this real estate thing, at least I'm gonna have the knowledge for when I do get the right amount of finances, I'm able to do the right moves with this money that I got. You know what I mean? And generational wealth is definitely one thing that I think God called me for as far as a purpose, because it's like I'm just so attracted to setting everything up for the rest of my family for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? I really want my last name to be like a really big name in this world. You feel me? So real estate is definitely something I really want to get into, and I'm already strategically getting the plans. I just need the bread right now. You feel me? But once I get it,
Hey, we all singing that song.
Yeah.
in fact,
Real though, man.
Hey,
yeah.
that's dope though. Like I just wanted to shout you out for that because a lot of people, especially younger generations, like they're not thinking about generational wealth. They're not thinking about building the legacy. They're thinking about themselves and balling out and just living for the moment.
And there's a huge, huge difference between generational wealth and street wealth. You know what I mean? And the fact that you didn't run to the street and you didn't make a bad decision, you know what I mean? Like really you manned up. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of artists wouldn't do. So,
Yeah,
props to you.
appreciate that. And I think I talked to you, DJ Fabulous, about a plan that I got. I think I told you about that. We still gonna get that plan.
Yeah, we gonna do it. I'm here. We gonna make that work for real.
Yeah, I don't even want to speak it right now. I'm gonna wait till it happen. And then I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean? Remember that?
It's gonna happen. And one thing I'm gonna give to you today is to say, like, I want to change your language. You're going to buy land.
Yeah.
You don't want to. You're gonna do it. It's
Yes,
already
sir.
it's written for you.
Yes,
So start manifesting your destiny, man. Like you will buy land. You will be successful. You're
Yes, sir.
already on the path. The universe has
Manifest
shown you
that.
what's happening.
Yes, sir. No, you're right. We will make this happen. It's gonna happen 100%. It's the law of attraction. They ain't got no choice but to happen.
See, okay. We getting into some deep stuff on here, right?
Hey, don't let me get the preacher. Don't let me bring out my preacher
You
shoes.
say
up
the
in here.
law of attraction. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Man, but speaking of laws of attraction, going back to your single, Thinking About You, definitely feeling that joint. It feels like it's switching up a little emotionally. But I want to know, was that like a follow-up to Nightcap, or does that like kind of stand alone on its own?
You know what? To be honest with you, that was kind of an unintentional follow-up to Nightcap, because I think I was in a little moment and just want to make records for the women. You know what I mean? Because I try to be diverse. I try to make music for everybody. You know what I mean? But I feel like I was lacking for the women for a minute, so I wanted the ladies to turn up a little bit. So I did Nightcap, and yeah, after that I did Thinking About You, and yeah, I guess it was like an unintentional follow-up to Nightcap for sure. But I think it was definitely a good follow-up record for sure. I love Thinking About You for sure.
It definitely stands on its own. It's definitely is its own vibe. We were just talking off air a few minutes ago. Like I really feel like Nightcap is great for like the rhythmic market, but at the same time, like with some of our urban programming, Thinking About You like fits right in. You know what I mean? So it's like it's two different sides of Big 6'2", but it's they both work.
Yeah, facts. Nah, I like I try to stay like in different places, switch up the different moves and everything. And I feel like Thinking About You was a record that I don't think I really did a record like that before. So I really want to do something to that magnitude with the, the bridge and the singing and being vulnerable and everything, you know what I'm saying? So it was a little switch up, and I like the direction, I might have some more records like that come out.
I
You feel
mean,
me?
it's a good record. I don't like to compare artists, but like I do compare songs. And I feel like that song is kind of up there. It could be in the same like level as Luther on Kendrick's album. You know, like that's getting heavy play right now. The ladies requested a lot. You know, like that's
Yeah.
a song I could see in the club with me playing it. The ladies gonna come up. You got that 6'2", that thinking about you.
Yeah.
You know,
Love,
so
yeah.
that's
Appreciate
definitely a
that.
ladies record. You know, and you know us DJs, we play to the ladies because they keep it lit.
Yeah, 100%. Love. Nah, appreciate that. 100%. Yeah, the ladies been loving thinking about you, man. It's like that was the whole the goal is done because the ladies as soon as they hear that you always on my mind, you know what I mean? They they get the jigging, but yeah, appreciate that, man, for sure.
Man, Cory, 6'2 Cory on the show today, Violator Radio Uncut.
Yeah.
Milwaukee native, you're in LA now, man. Has Los Angeles like kind of reshaped your sound at all? Or are you still just kind of staying rooted with that Midwest energy?
Nah, moving out here, it shaped my sound a lot because I got introduced to so many different. LA is one of them cities where it's not just one sound. I know a lot of people think like, oh, West Coast, they got the sound, but when you come out here, it's so many different artists that got so many different sounds, and I'm big on networking, so I've seen so many people do so much different things, and I think that's what really made me not be scared to venture off and do different type of sounds and do this sound. Like I feel like I'm right now. I feel like I do any genre. Right? It don't even matter. Like I come out with a classical song. Like it's just I would jump that gun to the next level. I think LA actually helped me with that instead of being stuck into like this one sound. Which I love the Milwaukee sound and everything. You know what I'm saying? But and sometimes I do dabble back into like the Milwaukee sound and like get things back going. But I'm also not scared to go mainstream and like hit different markets and everything. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm looking to be a global success. That's my whole thing. I'm trying to
I
be
can see that's that
global.
manifestation.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
Yeah, not even in
yeah,
the United
keep that
States. I want to be over in Japan doing shows, and well, we like what you said, Fabulous. We gonna be over in Japan doing shows in Germany. You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? Facts. You know what I mean? Send me to Antarctica. Hit me a show in Antarctica. So you know what I'm saying?
I
We
You
should
up
gonna
in
go
North
over that
Pole.
frozen wall, huh?
Yeah, we gonna make it happen, man. Put me everywhere. I don't care. For
bro. So
sure.
you mentioned you got a song in NBA 2K, like, bro, that's huge. Like, we're in this digital age now, right? Where there's no more physical albums anymore. It's hard to make money, and sync licensing and video game licensing is the big direction. That's the big goal that artists have. So, like, bro, like that's huge. First off,
Appreciate that.
respect. But bro, like, how did that happen, and how does that feel?
Oh man, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Honestly, it happened through Steve Stout, United Masters. So I know everybody hearing about United Masters, the new distribution company, and everything. I love them, fully independent. They do have perks to dropping music with them, and they pitch your music to NBA, NFL, ESPN, and everything. So I happen to drop. Actually, it's my song "Moving" and "Hustle." So I got two songs on NBA 2K, and they actually picked it up. You know what I mean? And I was lucky enough to have all my business in order, like all my publishing, because I own my own publishing company and had like everything just straight in order, and they picked it up. So it was a blessing.
Did that make a difference in getting the deal, owning all your own publishing, or is that inconsequential? Like, is that
Honestly, I don't know, but from my standpoint, what I would think it would show them that I'm serious about my business, and I just put a record out there. Because me being fully independent, I do own everything on my publishing company. Like I, do the right steps to get my songs rightly copyrighted for I can have ownership of my music. You know what I mean? So I wasn't told that helped me get my songs on NBA 2K, but I would imagine as an artist, like I've got my business and it's just a good look. You know what I mean? You got your business in order. You know it ain't about to be no messed up situation and nothing like that. So I had everything in order. So you know what I mean? I'm hoping
also
that was the reason
important?
why they think.
Yeah, well, I mean, it also means you ain't gonna owe nobody anything either. It's all you. So whatever comes out of that, that's all Cory. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's all six
Yep.
two.
Yep. All big 6'2" for sure.
Yeah, man, you
Yes,
need to
sir.
be sitting at some seminars talking to some of these artists for real, because it's a business. So I
Nah,
appreciate that.
100%.
You got the knowledge. Much respect.
I appreciate it. I'm actually working on dropping some ebooks about actually giving
Yes.
out my knowledge about because I know a lot about the business side. I just never really I didn't know so many artists don't know about the business. I thought it was just
But you had
and
to go
shouts
through
my
to learn it.
Shout out to my parents though, because my parents is actually the one. Because when I was in high school, I had a song on the radio, and my parents is actually the one who started the publishing company, and they used to publish all my music on the back then, back when I was in high school. So I kind of like just got grandfathered in onto the publishing company, and then learned from them on how the publishing and how the business work. So
Nice.
I thought that was like some stuff that a lot of artists know already, but apparently not.
No, man. Honestly, like misinformation is like the biggest way that artists get taken advantage of nowadays. And as part of, like why we have the platform that we do, it's like you should know some of these things. Like you shouldn't be
Yeah.
paying somebody to encode your music. You shouldn't be giving anybody your ASCAP and BMI stuff. Like, what I
Nah.
mean? Like, there's it's all little and so many little things that you can do yourself that you
Hmm.
don't even know, and you just think that it's daunting or intimidating, and it's literally as easy as hitting send on an email.
Nah, facts. 100%. 100%. And actually, the NBA, I don't mean to keep going along with this, but the NBA thing was actually one thing that taught me a lot because when they picked me up, I feel like if I didn't have my music in order, I wouldn't have really got paid because I was getting paid from Twitch streams, and Twitch streams was monetized on
Mm-hmm.
the NBA game. So I was getting a publishing check from the people streaming on Twitch. Every time my song played, they monetize that. And I feel like if I didn't have my business in order, I wouldn't have got paid. I would have missed out on some bread. So a lot
That's
of
a whole
artists missing
nother
out on that.
that's a whole nother stream of income. You know what I mean?
Facts.
They said there's 12 ways to get paid on a song.
Yep.
That's one of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Facts. That's why that's why these contracts are so crazy because they know once they hit you, they about to be racking up.
So we've been talking a little bit about the digital area, the metaverse and all that, but what is it like live? I know you've opened up for some big names like Eric Bellinger.
Mhm.
What's been your wildest or most surreal moment performing live?
Uh, Man, it's a real moment.
Wild or
Man,
surreal?
I gotta say, to be honest with you, just I don't know. When I perform, I just black out. Like I be having so much fun. I really like performing. So it's like I just be having so much fun. I don't think I had like a real surreal moment. I think one surreal moment is when I had a big show in LA and it was just everybody was just rocking with me. You know what I mean? Cause like again, like I've been an underdog my whole life. I've been doing this music stuff for like legit like 15 years now. So just to see people liking your music and like really vibing to your music and rocking out. That was surreal for me because I'm like, bro, I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm out in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like this
How can
don't
they
happen
do it?
to a lot of people. You feel me? So
Right.
that'd be surreal for me. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
that's that
Super dope,
energy.
man. That's super
Yeah.
dope.
Yes. So Corey, if someone's just getting to know and getting put on a 6'2", like right now today, what's the one song or project they need to hear first to truly know who you are?
I like that.
Man,
Or to like really get who 6'2" is?
man, let me see. One song.
Or a project,
Or a project.
You know what? I got a song called No Intentions. You know what I mean? I think that's really that's one of my favorite songs. That's on my set list when I perform. It's called No Intentions, and that's off of my For the City EP. I made a project called For the City because Milwaukee is 414.
Yeah.
For the City, I was EP I dropped last year, and actually that whole project got a lot of songs from Milwaukee. I got another song called From the Bottom too. That's another song that's just telling you about me. I'm actually talking about black generational wealth in that song. So it's like telling people just what I want. And No Attention is really just a song about just me having no attentions. I just want to rap, be great. I ain't trying to mess with nobody. I ain't got no attentions to nobody but making this good music and creating this generational wealth.
That's
That's
real,
what's
man.
up.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Last question for you, Corey 6'2" on the show today, man. Milwaukee native, now living in Los Angeles, Violator Radio One Cut. Big 6'2", bro. We support a lot of independent artists. That's kind of the framework of what we do. We also like to empower them. So I want to ask you if you've got any advice that you could pass on to any artists that might be watching this interview or be checking you out on socials and help them level up and get like Big 6'2".
Man, hey man, for any artists out there, man, just don't listen to nobody. Don't do what's in your gut feeling. Don't try to sound like nobody. Get into the studio, lock in, and do what you gonna do. Don't worry about people's opinions. Secondly, get your business straight because that's really what's gonna matter. I know things may be slow with an artist. You got to grind, so it may be slow for a minute, and you just gotta keep going until things happen. But stay consistent. Keep that faith. Believe in God. I know it sounds cliche, but You know what I'm saying? Just be you and don't worry about nobody else. Cause I think true artists, we get caught in our head so much because we thinking about so much stuff. And it's easy for somebody to tell you should sound like this. Cause people gonna tell you should sound like this and sound like that. But don't listen to all that. Do what you gonna do, how your sound. Don't try to sound like nobody else. Have it be organic and just be different, man. I feel like 2025 is gonna be the year of the underdogs, the different artists, the artists that just sounded different for so many years, but people didn't want to. Artists that's ahead of their time, like the Princes is gonna be 2025. You know what I mean? Like the different artists. You know what I mean? Not just the same.
Organic, vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know, the difference maker.
True to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So 2025 gonna be the year of the underdogs. So yeah, if you feel like you're an underdog, man, and just keep grinding. You know what I mean? It's gonna be your year.
That's what's up, man. Cory 6'2" on the line today. How can people find you? How can the listeners tune in? Where you at online? What you got coming up? How can we keep an eye?
Man, just keep an eye on 6'2". That's the number 6 TWO space CORY 6'2" Cory. Google that anywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Just keep looking out for that, man. I'm dropping more visuals. I got my freestyle segment that I do on TikTok where I do a lot of freestyles to like artist beats and everything. So I got that going on. More movies, more shows. Just more of my face being on the camera. You feel me? So y'all get used to that because I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 6'2" Cory. Google it. Follow me. Tap in with me. And big things coming 2025. 2025 about to be really lit this summer.
Man, you know, it's definitely been a good start to 25 so far. It might be, you know, a little bit rocky in a couple of fronts, but, you know, music-wise, we've had a good start. 6'2" Cory, I appreciate you dropping through, man. Milwaukee native, Los Angeles is where you're rocking now. You got two amazing singles that you're pushing. You got a lot more than that, but you have two that are really at the top of that list right now. Nightcap, which I think is like really great rhythmic crossover joint. It's got, you know, it's got the slower hip hop vibes, and then it comes back with that up tempo. Really gives some duality to it. And then we've also got Thinking About You, which is more of, you know, the R&B, hip hop, urban side of things. And I think, you know, as DJs, we're digging it, man. Like it's in our sets.
Oh yes, I appreciate y'all. I'm for real. I'm taking y'all out to dinner when I hit up Madison for sure. All right.
Hey, no, for real. When you come back to the Midwest, we got to connect. So
yeah, for sure.
We got each other's contacts. Let's tune in. You know, when you come back, we gonna sit down, have dinner, make some plans, make some things happen.
Yes, sir. No, for sure. I'm coming back to Milwaukee this summer. I'm gonna be there.
We got to give a big shout out to the Queen of the V, Queen of the Violator, Swan. You know, we appreciate you for everything that you do. Appreciate your time, and big shout outs to Super and Reds, the whole Violator Radio Uncut team.
And,
you know, Cory.
Shout out to Violator DJs too, man, because y'all really helped me out. So I appreciate y'all.
I had one little personal question though.
What's that?
I was following you a little bit, and I thought I saw you hanging out with Will Smith, man.
Will Smith?
Were you on a set with Will Smith?
What's on the set?
Were you on a set? It was some set somewhere. They was doing something in LA. I might be thinking.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. No, I thought you were talking about like a movie. I was like, damn.
No, not a movie. Not a movie. I just seen like, you know, I'd be on your story on the Instagram and stuff, and I was like, this dude is with.
I'm up on there now.
Yeah, no, I ran to Will Smith over on Warner Brothers having event.
Yeah, that's right, Warner Brothers.
Yep. Yeah, I was over. Ran into him for sure. Yeah. Will and his son Trey too. His son Trey is a fan of my music, so like, yeah, they're cool people, all cool people.
I mean, all you know, nonsense or BS aside, you know, like man, that man is a goat. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, we may not like get jiggy with it or some of the poppy stuff that really like blew up for him. You know what I mean? Like, but like he really opened doors for a lot of artists, and he went on to do a lot of different things. And you know, he's just a really strong, resilient man, and you know what I mean. So like that opportunity in itself is dope.
Yeah, I love Will Smith. That I mimic myself, my acting after him. You know what I mean? So he inspired me to start acting. That was probably between him and Denzel is like the reason why I started acting. Seemed cool to me. You feel me? Because you know Milwaukee ain't really got a movie industry. So like coming out here, I looked up to Will Smith, watching him on Fresh Prince every day, and just seeing how natural he is, and see how he seemed like he was a big brother to me when he was on Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? So as a young brother from the hood, like it really gave me that familiarity to where I wanted to be like him as far as the acting, you know.
And I just think to see, see Will and Jazzy, just come from Fresh Prince and just really like ushering in this urban culture to where they're at now, both individually, like just super dope,
That's love. And he out here rapping. You hear he out here spitting.
Yeah, I saw
See that freestyle? Like,
yeah,
he took it. Yeah, he ain't lost it. You know what I mean? Like that's dope.
Yeah,
he's out here getting it. I'm like, all right, Will, so much you charge for a feature? I ain't got it right now. It's gonna come when I get it. I'm gonna slide it your way for sure.
Yeah, and Jazzy Jeff is still killing it on YouTube, Twitch, all platforms.
And
like
touring.
during the pandemic. I mean, like he was instrumental in keeping my brain sane, listening to his mixes and watching him on them platforms. So
yeah, I remember he did have some stuff going on during the pandemic. I remember that. Oh, look at Jazzy Jeff getting out here. All right, you better get some motion.
Jazzy Jeff, Will Smith, man, that's true school. Like you said, them was our big brothers growing up, man.
Yeah, facts, man. Hey, man, shout out to Philly.